Hi Scholar, welcome to Post Scholar's channel. In as much as I know that I want to help you with some mathematical problem, my heart rejoices when I receive feedback from you, whether negative or positive. So I would love to see your comments, please. This would help me meet your need. So in this video, there are 4 problems we are going to solve involving number base. Stay calm and relaxed as I explain explicitly. Yes, the first question says, now before I move on, remember the title of the video is addition in other number bases. Example 1 says 100 base 2 plus 111 base 2, right? That's the first example. Now let's go ahead in solving the first example. So I'll start by writing solution. Okay. Question 1, which says 100 base 2 plus 111 base 2. Now, how do you solve this kind of question? One thing you should know is that when you are working with base 2 system, right, the required digits are 0 and 1. That means you mustn't see any other digit aside from 0 and 1. Same thing, if you are working with base 3, the required digit will be 0, 1, 2, right? And it goes on and on like that. So let's quickly solve without wasting much time. So I'll write 100 plus 111 base 2, right? Now, to solve this, we are going to add it, I think, from the right. Yeah, that's from this part. So we start by saying 0 plus 1 gives 1. Now, if the answer is 1, right, it has not exceeded the base, which is 2. Neither is equal to the base. So move on to the next one. 0 plus 1 again is still 1, right? And 1 plus 1 gives 2. That 2 is for the base 10 system. But since we are working with base 2, the trick I like telling my students is you simply say, since 1 plus 1 is 2, right? You now say, how many 2 can you find in 2, right? The base is 2. So how many of the base, which is 2, can you find in 2? The answer is 1, remainder 0. So you write your 0, the remainder first of all, which is 0 and 1, right, in base 2. And that's our final answer. Next, we move to the second question, which says 110111 base 2 plus 11011 base 2. All right. Okay, question 2, which says 11011 base 2 plus 11011 base 2. I think in the question, that is in the thumbnail, I added something, which is, so I'll add it here, plus 10111 base 2. So let's work with this. Good. So 1 then plus 1110 rather 111 base 2. I think it tallies. Good. Now to solve this, follow me. We start by saying 11011 base 2 plus 11011 base 2 also, then plus 10111 base 2. Now, like I said, there is a trick and a pattern you follow. You start by adding it 1 from the right, from the right. 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives 3. But you don't write 3 because it has exceeded the base. So what you now say is, how many of the base, which is 2, how many 2 can you find 3? That's 1, remainder 1. So you write the remainder, which is 1, and the other value, which is also what? 1, right? Then you move on again by saying 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives 4. You can't write 4 also because it has exceeded the base. So you start again by saying, how many 2 can you find in 4? The answer is 2, remainder 0. So you write down the remainder, which is 0, and you carry forward the 2 write it here, right? So you add again 2 plus 1 plus 1, which gives 4 again. You can't write down 4. You also say how many 2 can you find in 4? This gives 2 remainder 0. So you also write 0 again. Then you move the 2 again to the next place value or to the next digit. Yes. Then 2 plus 1. This gives 3. You can't write 3 also. But rather you can say how many 2 can you find in 3? Right? That's 1 remainder 1. So you write the remainder, which is 1. Then you move the other parts upward here. Similarly, you add again 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives 4. You can write down 4. You say how many 2 can you find in 4? That's 2 remainder 0. You write your 0, which is the remainder, and you move the other digit, the other value. Yeah. So you add it now. 2 plus 1, which gives 3. Similarly, you can write 3. How many 2 can you find in 3? That's 1 remainder 1. So you write the remainder first, which is 1. And the other one, you write it here in base 2. I believe it is well understood. Now we'll move on to the third question, which says 432 base 5 plus 104 base 5. Without wasting much time, it says 432 base 5 plus 104 base 5. Right? We are working with addition. Remember, we are working with addition. We are working with, okay, addition. Good. Now, let's add up. Starting from the extreme, right? 2 plus 4 gives 6. In number base, you can't write down 6 because the base is 5, right? So the trick is how many 5 can you find in 6? So you have 1 remainder 1. So you write your 1, which is the remainder, and you also move the other one up here. So now you have 1 plus 3 gives 4. You can see it's less than the base. So we don't have any problem with this. We simply write it, right? Then move on to the next digits. 4 plus 1. This gives 5, which is exactly equal to the base, but you can't write down 5. So what you do is you say, how many 5 can you find in 5? Right? This is 1 remainder 0. So you write 0 first of all, the remainder, then 1. And this is the final answer in base 5. Next, I want you to pay attention to this particular question because we are working in base 12, right? Base 12, and base 12, like I said in other videos, my other videos, means duodecimal. So let's add up quickly. 5b4 base 12 plus 3a7 base 12. So number 4 question says 5b4 base 12 plus 3a7 base 12, right? Now before we add up, one thing you should know is the counting of duodecimal. If you want to count in duodecimal, you simply say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 10 represents A and 11 represents B. So this is the values or digits you need when you are counting duodecimal. Here, A represents 10 and B represents 11. Good. Now let's move on. I want to add this. 4 plus 7. 4 plus 7 gives 11. So we don't have any issue. So instead of us, we don't have any issue because it has not exceeded the base, which is 12. So instead of us writing down 11, we already know that 11 represents what? B. So we'll just write B here, right? Now the next one, which says B plus A, we already know that B represents 11 and A represents 10, right? So 11 plus 10 gives what? 21. You can't write down 21 because it's higher than the base. So what you simply do is you say how many 12 can you find in 21, right? So that's 1 remainder 9, right? So you write the remainder first of all, which is 9. Then the other one, you move it here, right? Now you add up 1 plus 5 plus 3. This gives 9. So you simply write your 9 because you haven't exceeded the base, which is what? 12. and that's our final answer. So we have come to the end of this video. I want to believe you should be able to add any kind of number base without any issue. God bless you and see you in my next video. Please, I would really love your comments. If you have anything to contribute, please let me know in the comment section. Have a nice day and bye once again.